Hello North Country and welcome to Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State as the Plattsburgh State Cardinals men's basketball team opens their 2001-2002 season with the Pepsi Cardinal Classic. Tonight the Cardinals meet Castleton State from Castleton, Vermont. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon on camera. And we are happy to be here to help Coach Ed Jones and his assistant coaches and the Cardinal men's team open their season. Plattsburgh State comes into this season with very high hopes. More of a veteran team, no freshmen on the team, several juniors and some key seniors. And of course they are coached by Ed Jones, assisted by Stu Robinson and Rob Roy. Castleton State from Castleton, Vermont. They play in the Mayflower Conference. They are coached by Ted Shipley and assisted by Andy Newcomb. Most of their players from Vermont. They have a player from Fort Anne, number 14, James Fifield Jr. is from Fort Anne, New York. And also one player from Massachusetts, one from Connecticut. The Plattsburgh State team, of course, laden with New Yorkers. However, there is one Vermonter in the group, and that's number 15, Jordan Ostrander, one of the starters. He is from Burlington, Vermont. The Cardinals, of course, play in the SUNYAC Conference. Their colors red and white, and we look forward to a great season. It will be a packed Memorial Hall to open the season. The Cardinal cheerleaders as well, and the Cardinal kick line ready for their 2001-2002 debut. Berge passes by, and he's getting in shape for tonight's game. And we are set for basketball. North Country Cable Network bringing you the Pepsi Cardinal Classic, the Plattsburgh State Cardinals and Castleton State.
Forward, number 30, Jason Hall.
Jason Hall, number 30.
Joel Leichman. At guard, number
Joel Leichman.
At guard, number 20, Dan Beavis. At
Dan
guard,
Beavis.
Number 32,
Ori Tebow.
Castleton State is coached by Ted Shipley.
Jeff Weld, number 10, one of the other starters.
Starting lineup for the Cardinals.
Plattsburgh State.
At forward, number 15, Jordan Ostrander.
Jordan Ostrander is the senior, 6'6", 220 from Burlington.
44, Darren Hubbard.
Hubbard, a senior, 6'6", 225 from Floyd in New York. Guard Chris Jura, junior from Troy, 5'9".
At guard, number 23, Rashad Tucker.
Rashad Tucker, a senior, 5'10", from Beacon, New York.
At guard, number 41, Sean Gutzman.
Sean Gutzman, a sophomore, 6'2", from Brooklyn.
He is assisted by Stu Robinson. The referees tonight are Brian Fairchild, Gordon Atkins, and Mike Bransky.
A packed house just about at Memorial Hall, and we are set for the tip-off. The officials are Mr. Fairchild, Higgins, and Bransky. We're familiar with Mr. Higgins, Mr. Fairchild, who will toss the ball up to open this game. He has worked some high school regional basketball games here in this gymnasium. And the Plattsburgh State Cardinal men's basketball season is underway. Tip-off to Jura. Plattsburgh State controls. And Jura sets the offense. Castleton plays the man-to-man defense. This is Hubbard. Hubbard and quick ball movement. And as Ostrander went for the shot, he was fouled. Quick first foul, just 15 seconds into the game. 2 20-minute halves. So Ostrander goes to the line for a couple. Many familiar faces in the crowd for this game to open the Cardinal season. Nice to see a good crowd here, and many, many local basketball fans who have just been itching with football wrapping up, itching for basketball. Ostrander 2 for 2 from the line, and the Cardinals are up. Full court pressure defense from Plattsburgh State, and Weld beats it all, but almost threw it into the hands of Gutzman. Rebound inside by Tebow and knocked out of bounds. Weld will bring it in. 42 is Leichman. Gets it to Hall. Hall, the turnaround is good. Jason Hall with a 2 to tie it. Jura guarded by Weld. Gutzman, Hubbard, Jura. Jura, 3-point range, and he pops the 2, and that one's in. Jura hits from the outside to open his season. Jura was 3rd in the SUNYAC, 2nd on the team in steals last season, and 4th on the team in scoring last year. He led the team with assists. Prior to Plattsburgh State, he played 2 seasons at Hudson Valley Community College, where he was named the team's most valuable player. And he transferred to Plattsburgh State. Gutzman avoids the foul. This is Tebow, guarded by Tucker. Beavis. Tebow to the hoop, but short, and the Cardinals want to run. Gutzman, nobody picks him up to the foul line. He takes it all the way in, missed the shot. Almost Hubbard on the rebound, knocked out of bounds. As we look across the way, we see Gary Butler here atop the bleachers, and the Favreaus are here. Steve Yeager played in the first game of this tournament. He is a freshman at Skidmore, and of course his parents were here and several other Saranac fans. Yeager graduated last season in June from Saranac Central. One of the top players in the CVAC was Steve Yeager. Nice to see him. Weld through traffic, and then the block. Cardinals defense on the Leichman shot. This is Tucker, Jura. No substitutions yet for Plattsburgh State. Gutzman to the hoop. Razzle dazzle. Off the glass is good. Gutzman. And it's 6-2 Plattsburgh. Foul. Oh, timeout call. Not a foul. Timeout called. A quick timeout from Castleton State, and with 17:46 to play in the first half, the score is Plattsburgh State 6 and Castleton State 2. Tebow guarded by Gutzman. Weld, who runs the offense, guarded by Tucker. And steal here. Jura gets the steal to the hoop. No. Rebound Tucker. Tucker on the inside. Yes. Plattsburgh State, some offensive rebounding. 4 players have scored. And it's 8-2 Plattsburgh, and Castleton throws that one away. Substitutions for Castleton. James Fifield in, number 14. Fifield, the one from Fort Anne, New York, and number 33 in, that's Jonathan Lamont. Jura. Cardinals move the offense. And will steal here by Castleton. 2-on-2. And nice dish from Weld to Fifield. Fifield on the floor for a minute, and he has a point. It's 8-4. Ostrander, top of the key, three-point range, rolls the rim, no. Rebound on the inside was Hall. Weld. Steal. Tucker down the floor. He outraces everybody and gets an easy two. Rashad Tucker with 4. Cardinals up 10-4. They lead by a 6-pack. Hold on Hubbard. Castleton still trying to get their offense on track. Steal here, and Jura was fouled. Another substitution for the men in green, and Sean Manaville in for Castleton. Tucker getting set to bring it in. He's fixing something on his left wrist. Had to take off a piece of jewelry. Gave it to one of the fans. I wonder if he's worried about getting that back. Juro for Tucker. Off the base of the rim, and a strong rebound by Castleton State's Lamont. This is Fifield. Weld kept the dribble, penetrates, dishes no. Hubbard on the inside, he lost the handle, knocked away, and it'll be Plattsburgh State ball. We are North Country Cable Network. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon on camera, bringing you Cardinal basketball. We'll be at some of the Cardinal basketball games throughout the season, in addition to our full slate of high school basketball, both boys and girls basketball. We'll do some Cardinal women's games because they have one of our favorite players, Nikki Vitti. Castleton up the floor. Weld looked for somebody to pass to. Lamont guarded by Gutzman. Fifield into traffic, rolls the rim. Hubbard with the rebound to Gutzman. Cardinals quickly up the floor. Jura sets the offense. Tucker. This one's good. Tucker with 6. Tucker tied second on the team last year in scoring. He averaged almost 10 a game. And he led the team and was 5th in the SUNYAC in steals. He played in all 24 games last year, did Tucker. He started 8. He led the team in field goal percentage. Played his high school at St. Thomas More High School. He's a cellular biochemistry major. That's over my head. 14 and a half to play in the first half of the Pepsi Cardinal Men's Classic. The old backdoor, 21. Jura, beautiful pass, beautiful completion by Gutzman. And the Cardinals lead by 10, 14-4. Castleton State offense not able to get on track. A pesky Cardinals defense. And the Pomerances are here. They've entered the building. Benjamin across the way. Benjamin Pomerantz is in the building with his dad, Ron. Nice dish, but what a block from Ostrander. The 14-minute mark of the first half. Plattsburgh State substitution, but he forgot to take his top off. Then he collides. A rough entry for Todd Devlin. Tough way to start the season. Crash into your own teammate as he leaves the court. Good ball movement and short on the shot. It was Fifield, and Castleton just can't find the bottom of the net. The cheerleader sign behind us took a tumble. Came crashing down on the Butchinos. I don't know what we're going to do about this sign. The cheerleader sign all but smothered Joel Butchino here, and he's trying to get ready for a basketball season. He's got to fight off a sign. The Butchinos will be safe. We'll protect them. The Madonnas are here. It's nice to see the Plattsburgh Hornet crowd. The O'Briens are here, big basketball fans, let me tell you. Nice. We feel like we're in the gym. John Madonna, who's a student at Plattsburgh State. John Madonna is in the building. He's a freshman at Plattsburgh State. Nice to see him. And his roommate, we heard through the grapevine, his roommate is Corey Ryan. Some good men in the crowd tonight, I'll tell you that. Oh, a block there. That was a block. I told you, people were anxious for basketball to start. Thank goodness for the Cardinal Classic. Substitutions for Plattsburgh. In is Rob Sims. Sims replaces Gutzman. Right now on the floor, it's Jura, Devlin, Tucker, Ostrander, and, of course, Sims. Tucker guarded by Fifield. Rejected. Nice rejection by Leichman. Fifield all the way, no basket. Basket waved off, and charging called. Was that Sims on the bottom of the pile? He's the one, or Tucker? Maybe Tucker. Tucker held his ground, and he made sure, I think he banged his head a little bit on the floor. 14-4 is the score. Plattsburgh State up with 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Sims, Jura, Ostrander, set the pick, steal, but into the hands of Devlin. Devlin in the right spot, he gets through. 5 Cardinals have scored at 16-4, Plattsburgh State. And they have the zone pressure defense on. And they fall into the man-to-man, and a 3 for Lamont. Lamont with the basket. Ostrander this side. It gets 2 back. Ostrander has 4. 6 for Tucker. 4 for Gutzman and Ostrander. And it's 18-7 at the 12-minute mark. Jeremy Agor at the scorer's table is the sports information director at Plattsburgh State. He of the white shirt and tie, and he's running the scoreboard, and he gave us a lot of information about the team just prior to game time. We appreciate that. 12 minutes to play in the first half. In for Plattsburgh State, J.J. Gordon, number 11. 18-7, the Cardinals off to the quick start. Beavis guarded by Gujar. Weld, hook shot, don't see that often. It hit Devlin as he was out of bounds. Castleton State ball under their own basket. And a Plattsburgh State foul on the Caligieri shot. Joe Caligieri goes to the line. He's the one that helped us with the pronunciations of all of the Spartan basketball names. Caligieri will have a second shot, try to make it 18-8. He missed both. Devlin with the ball, dishes to Gordon. J.J. Gordon up the floor. He's replaced Jura as the point guard. Gujar, Sims, The old weave in effect, and Sims takes it all the way. A block called, hard landing for Leichman. And Rob Sims will go to the line for 2. Sims played in all 24 Cardinal games last season, started 18 of them, averaged 5 points. Led the team in rebounding in 3 games. Played 2 seasons at Fulton Montgomery Community College before coming to Plattsburgh. He was born in Honduras, and he's a mass communications major. Sims hits the first to make it 19-7, and the Cardinals take a timeout with the 19-7 lead. Plattsburgh State Cardinal cheerleaders. The First Lady on our left, Plattsburgh High School graduate, Jamie Keeble. There's Jamie Keeble with a wave to us. All right, perfect timing. Good shot, Eric. And Jamie participated in several sports at Plattsburgh High School and was real happy to see her before the game. Second shot missed by Sims, and now Castleton controls. That's Hall, and he dishes to Weld, Jeff Weld with the ball. Now Beavis, quick ball movement, and stolen away by Plattsburgh State. Up for grabs. Sims lost the battle. Just around the corner is CVAC High School basketball, and we cannot wait for that. We've got our schedule penciled in. 2 or 3 games a week. We'll be busy. Excellent Cardinal defense in the first half. No easy shots for Castleton. Cardinals picking up some fouls, however, and Coach Jones walks the bench, strides up and down. We had a nice Fox on the Run interview with Coach Jones. It was nice to talk with him for about a half an hour. We covered a lot of ground. And watch for a future interview with Stu Robinson, the assistant coach, the new assistant coach at Plattsburgh State, who played his collegiate basketball at Indiana State under Bobby Knight. Score remains Plattsburgh State 19, Castleton State 7, as we near the midway mark of the first half. A long one off the rim, and Castleton with the basketball. Weld guarded by Gordon. Can't get inside. Fifield, a pretty 3. James Fifield leads the Spartans with 5 points, 5 of the 10. It's a 19-10. Plattsburgh State on the inside, no on the Hudson shot. Castleton right back and ready to make their move back in this ball game. Oh, that was an in and out 2 into the hands of Gordon. Gordon runs the floor, gets it to Devlin. Devlin, nice defense, but he was bumped off the drive. But Devlin put in the baseline jumper to make it 21-10. And some more of the cheerleaders' sign takes a tumble. And that ended it right there. For once and for all, the sign came down. They have to get better tape here on campus. Sims dishes to Devlin. So much for that sign. I can guarantee you a couple of big boys nearby muckled onto that sign, and it is rolled up in a little ball. 8:57 to play in the first half. Plattsburgh State has led all the way, and they lead 21-12. It's Tebow back in the game. This is Weld. Weld finds Vadnais. Vadnais looks, he's guarded by Ostrander. Inside, but the steal. Tucker got his hands on it and into the hands of Bush. Bush down the floor to Hubbard. Hubbard on the run scores. Hubbard with his first bucket. And it's 23-12, Plattsburgh State. Oh, a travel there. Good call by the officials. Cardinals play tight defense and excellent defense. With 8:20 to play in the first half, Castleton State with just 12 points. Well, we saw Bob Daly here tonight, of course. He wouldn't miss a basketball game in the area. He's here for the Pepsi Cardinal Classic. Jura hits it. It's a 2. He has a couple of deuces, and it's 25-12 Plattsburgh State. Coach Jones has to be happy with the defense and the excellent offense as well. Weld, no, off the base of the rim. And again, one shot for Castleton on the Hubbard rebound. Tucker inside to Ostrander, triple teamed. Somebody's open, and Ostrander takes it to the hoop, too hard off the glass. And the Spartans will run a 3-on-3. And foul as Vadnais tried the reverse layup. 2 shots for Vadnais. Fifield, number 14, leads Castleton State with 5 points. Vadnais hits that one. (25-13). 25-14. And Berge has some t-shirts that he's going to get ready. Oh, he's giving them out. The fans want some throws. Jura, pressured by Weld. Jura gets open. The 3 off the back of the rim. Weld with the rebound. He's down the floor, but 3 Cardinals are back. Knocked around, and Hubbard gets it to Jura. Jura drops it nicely to Ostrander, but he took the extra step. Ted Shipley coaches Castleton State. He's assisted by Andy Newcomb. Castleton State, located in Vermont. Lost the handle. It'll be Plattsburgh State ball. Gutzman in front of the Mountain Dew sign. This is Jura. He'll set the offense. Hubbard pops up top. Now Gutzman takes the jumper off the glass. Oh, nice strong rebound, Hubbard, but it didn't drop. And Jura called for the foul. 6:25 to play. 6:25 remaining in the first half. Wonder if they'll have the Cardinal kick line at halftime, Eric. Will you be ready? You have your trigger finger ready just in case? The Cardinal kick line. Timeout on the court. And the score is Plattsburgh State 25, Castleton State 14.
The men's hockey team.
In and out on the Weld foul shot. In on the second one. And it's 25-15. Almost a steal. It is a steal. Plattsburgh almost got it back. Jura does. Quick hands by Weld on defense. Quick hands by Jura. Gutzman comes over to get the ball. Gutzman looks Works inside for Ostrander. Ostrander, no, tip in Hubbard. Hubbard on the boards, a nice tip in. 5.5 minute mark of the first half. And a three! Sean Gutzman with the three, now has 7 to lead the Cardinals. Balanced attack from Plattsburgh State. Block, Ostrander and Hubbard team up, and we've got a 2-on-2. And Jura with the charge. Basket won't count. Basket will not count. Jura charged with the foul. And Jura's out. And J.J. Gordon re-enters for the Cardinals. Five minutes remaining. It's a 30-15 Plattsburgh State lead. And Gutzman through traffic. No, but on the putback. Strong putback from Ostrander. Plattsburgh State whopping Castleton State on the boards. And an injury timeout. The starting point guard, Jeff Weld, injured. And he goes to the sidelines. So we have timeout on the court, 4:35 to play in the first half. The North Country Cable Network scoreboard says Plattsburgh State 32 and Castleton State 15. And the Spartans will have possession and move it up the floor. Radio coverage and from Plattsburgh State, television coverage from Plattsburgh State, and we are here, North Country Cable Network on Charter Communications, Cable 15, a carry, official Brian Fairchild with the call, carrying the ball, and it goes back to the Spartans, 32-15. Ducky Drake from Wyrie Radio in the crowd watching this one. He'll gets a Friday night off. He'll have hockey tomorrow. Tucker tips the ball into Gordon's hands. Gordon quickly up the floor. Ostrander to the hoop, and the short jumper is good. Ostrander with 8 now. And just under 4 minutes, it's the Cardinals by 19 in a strong opening of their season. They left Fifield alone. He doesn't hit the outside shot. Scramble for the ball. It'll be green. Castleton State ball under their own basket. The Jones family is here as well. Coach Jones' wife and his 3 daughters are here watching the game. And the Robinsons are here as well. Welcome them to Plattsburgh, New York. Devlin in for Plattsburgh State. Right now the Cardinals with Devlin and Hubbard, Tucker, Gordon, and Gutzman. 3:25 to play in the first half. 34-15 Cardinals lead. Gutzman in and out. Devlin on the rebound. That was blocked. Scramble for the ball. And winning that one was a Leichman of Castleton. Fifield up the floor. B Beavis to the basket. Left-handed shot is good.
Basket for Castleton State, 20, Dan Beavis.
Beavis with his first points. And it's 34-17. Plattsburgh State doubling up Castleton State. Steal by Beavis. Pick set by Hall. T-ball with long distance shot, no, and Hubbard to Tucker. Cardinals want to run. Tucker regains control. Gutzman, three-point range, no. Rebound tip. Gordon for Plattsburgh. Gordon well offline. And Hubbard with the rebound inside. Strong job on the boards. And Hubbard has 6 points. Darren Hubbard with a good first half. And as we near the 2-minute mark of this first half, it's Plattsburgh State 36, Castleton State 17. Tebow, pick set. Tebow three-pointer, no. Devlin on the rebound, and it will be Plattsburgh State ball. Plenty of substitutions. Craig Hudson is back in. He replaces Hubbard, and Jura re-enters, replacing Rashad Tucker. Eric Gagnon on camera. Happy to be here in Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State, his alma mater from the year 2000. Double team on Devlin and a block called. Both teams in the bonus situation. Coach Jones with some quick instructions for Sims as Devlin goes to the line. Devlin now with 5 points. (37-17) Plattsburgh State. Steal Devlin. He traveled. Tried to get the handle and he traveled. Yep, it's a packed house. You got anything important in your pockets, Eric? Because somebody's sitting on your coat. You got anything important?
Candy bar.
Candy bar. So much for the Three Musketeers. It's down to a one Musketeer. Inside pass, foul called on Plattsburgh State. We're going to see if they can build us a little press box up here in our top of the bleachers. Get a little press box. I'll talk to Mr. Peter Ligori, athletic director at Plattsburgh State. At the line, Mr. number 40 is Leichman, I should say. Missed his first. He missed both. 3 for 8 is Castleton State from the foul line in the first half. And too much hands from Tebow. So that means Sims will go to the foul line. Sims 1 for 2 from the line. First foul on Tebow. Just a minute 7 to play in this first half. Fifield past everybody and the nice dish, but Manaville missed the shot. at the other end. No, doesn't fall. Tipped around, and Castleton on the boards. 25 for Castleton is Kosowski. He's a tall, lanky player. Kosowski, a 6'6 junior. Long shot, must have been tipped by Sims, but the inside shot by Fifield. Fifield with 7 points. 37-19 in the final 8 seconds of the first half. Strong first half for Plattsburgh State. And at the buzzer, won't go, and a strong first half in the Pepsi Cardinal Classic to open the Plattsburgh State men's basketball season for 2001-2002. And at halftime, the score is Plattsburgh State 37 and Castleton State 19. Will you hand me that other jacket, please? And the famous Plattsburgh State Cardinal kick line. Their debut in the 2001-2002 season. Let me tell you, we're glad we're here. The Plattsburgh State Cardinal kick line in mid-season form on opening night. Scoring in the first half, Castleton State with 19 points, led by number 14 Fifield with 7. Hall, number 30, has 4. Lamont 3, 2 for Vadnais and Beavis, and 1 for Weld. For Plattsburgh State, 37 points. Balanced scoring, 8 for Ostrander, 7 for Gutzman, 6 for Tucker and Hubbard, 5 for Devlin, 4 for Jura, 1 for Sims. Total of 37. And we are ready for play in the second half. Mr. Daly and Mr. Bebo settling into their front row seats. And we are set for basketball in the second half. I'm Foxy Gagnon along with Eric Gagnon on camera, North Country Cable Network, bringing you the Pepsi Cardinal Classic from Memorial Hall on the campus of Plattsburgh State, the traditional opener to the Cardinal men's basketball season. Pressure defense from Plattsburgh State. Weld broke into the opening, but Hubbard with the block, and Gutzman runs the floor end to end. California to New York, and Gutzman with the basket. He now leads the Cardinals with 9. Inside, and the turnaround in and out on the Leichman shot. And Rashad Tucker brings it back for the Cardinals. Jura will set the offense. Looking inside for Hubbard, finds Ostrander, looking inside for Hubbard. Hubbard wants it on the inside. The top of the key jumper by Gutzman, no. And Castleton State brings it up the floor. They need to certainly turn around their offense with just 19 first half points. Too much slapping from the Cardinals on that play. The crowd is thinned out a bit at halftime.
Plattsburgh State, 41, Sean Gutzman. That's his first.
To the line is Weld. Weld now 1 for 3 from the foul line. The basket was good apparently on the Weld drive. So it's 39 to 21. Tucker. Gutzman to the hoop, and that will be called. I think I saw a push off, but it's not called. It's a hold. I thought Gutzman kind of pushed off as he made his move to the basket. The official didn't see it that way, and so Sean Gutzman goes to the line. His first trip to the charity stripe. He sinks the second. He has the 3 Cardinal points in the second half. It's 40 to 21. Excellent help defense by Plattsburgh State. Excellent all-around defense. Oh, what a play! What a play! I can't explain it. I hope you saw it. And Ostrander on this end overshoots the basket. Tebow runs the floor. 3 Cardinals back. He shoots on the run. No. Inside Weld. Stolen by Tebow. Dishes, but Leichman wasn't ready, and Plattsburgh State runs it the other way. And a charge called. Both ends playing a little out of control right now. Plattsburgh State 40, Castleton 21. Plattsburgh charging foul. Coach Jones takes a seat back on the bench next to Coach Robinson, and Castleton, Jeff Weld, the point guard. Tucker guards him. Steal. Travel called as Gutzman tried to gain control of the basketball in front of the Castleton bench. Weld will bring it in for the Spartans. It's Hubbard on Hall. Hall's fall away, no. Bounce to Tebow in the paint. I think Hubbard got a piece of it. Weld, 3-4 chances for Castleton, and Hubbard ends up with the basketball. side, and travel called first. Travel called before the foul. Neither team's offense untracked. We've played about 3 minutes of the second half, and the scoring is just 3-2 advantage Plattsburgh in the second half. Gutzman close defense and the foul. Too much body. Gutzman on a Weld.
Foul 41, John Gutzman. That's the second. Team's third.
Nice back door. Good hard work underneath by Leichman, but it didn't work, and now Gutzman another foul. Oh no, that's against Leichman.
Now Castleton State 42, Joel Leichman. That's his third.
Our friend Benjamin Pomerantz across the way. We'll get a shot of him when we can. He's got these two balloons. There's new magic symbol here for cheering in the crowd this season, starting a new tradition. And he's got these two balloons, and at certain times on big plays, he kind of smashes them together. There might be some fireworks over there on some big plays. That's Benjamin Pomerantz, 8th grader at Stafford Middle School. Plattsburgh State, Sims in, Gordon in, that's Sean Gordon, number 24. Ostrander dishes to Tucker, Tucker 3-point range, three! Tucker hits his first three of the season, and he has 9. 43-21 Plattsburgh, 16:20 to play in the game. Jura the rebound. Jura through traffic. Nice pass to Gordon, and Gordon the fall away. Wouldn't drop. And a reach in on Sims. Sims called for the reach. Some careless fouls by Plattsburgh State early in the second half. Oh, Ostrander called for the foul. We've played just about 4 minutes of the second half. 4 Plattsburgh fouls and 3 Castleton fouls. Jura gets another steal. Jura to the hoop, it'll count. Good ball control. Jura with a 6-pack of points. Plattsburgh State ups its lead to 24 points. Not being tested in this one by Castleton State.
Castleton State foul, number 10, first foul. That's the second.
Jura will go to the line to try to make this a 3-point play. Also at the scores table, we recognize Majo Cabalet of Plattsburgh High School girls sports, and an excellent student at Plattsburgh High as well. 46-21, Plattsburgh State lead. Weld's long distance shot, no. Tucker lost the handle, traveled first. Travel, and it will be Castleton ball under their own basket. Tough night offensively for the Spartans. Back door. And now the T-ball shot. Won't fall. Ostrander the rebound to Jura. 3-on-1, and Gordon takes it to the hoop and drops it in. That is Sean Gordon. The Cardinals like to run, and it reaps its points. 48-21, Plattsburgh State. Reach on Tucker. A little bit too aggressive defense. Tucker picks up a foul. Berge taking his time through the crowd. Berge hasn't been tested tonight. Berge having a quiet night. No mascot for the other side, so he has trying to rile up the crowd, cheer up the cheerleaders. Even the cheerleaders aren't being tested in a big victory on the way for Plattsburgh State. Nice pass, and Ostrander completes it. He's in double figures. 50-21. Fifield shot in and out. Ball just won't drop. And then number 30 for Castleton, Jason Hall, getting a little revved up. And good sportsmanship. He decided to cool his jets and give Ostrander a low 5.
Foul number 30, Jason Hall. That's his second. Team's fifth.
And Ostrander checks out of the Cardinal Hotel. Devlin in. It's Jura, Devlin, Tucker, Gordon, and Sims. Inside Gordon, the turnaround, base of the rim, and Hall up for the rebound, but Tucker stole it away. Hall on defense. Jura sets the offense. Held while Weld applies pressure. Sims wants it. He can't get it. And stolen away by Castleton's Caligari. Throw away. It'll be Plattsburgh State ball. Eric Gagnon on camera. I'm Foxy Gagnon. North Country Cable Network. Bringing you Cardinal basketball. Hall out and Manaville in for Castleton. Jura out for Plattsburgh State, replaced by J.J. Gordon. Devlin, but a push. They'll call Devlin for the push-off as he tried to break free under the basket. Also in for Plattsburgh, B.J. Guger. Caligari's shot, no. Tipped, and Fifield with the rebound. Nice block by Gordon. And an offensive foul as Manaville went crashing into a Cardinal. Plattsburgh State 50, Castleton 21. 13:33 to play in the second half, let me tell you. This is our warm-up to get our kinks out before the CVAC high school basketball season. To the hoop, Sean Gordon. Sean Gordon with 4 second half points. Oh, Gorman. Not Gordon, Sean Gorman, my fault. That's Sean Gorman, I should have known that. Sean Gorman. I knew that name from last year. He scored a career-high 27 at Utica Rome on January 9th last season. Timeout on the court. 13:03 to play in the second half. And it's Plattsburgh State Cardinals 52, Castleton State Spartans 21. And number 11 was J.J. Gordon, not Gorman, but Gordon. He's the Gordon, and 24 is the Gorman.
That's his third.
And that's the last time this year I'll mix up those two. Officials of Fairchild and Higgins and Bransky. J.J. Gordon at the line, his first trip there, he missed the shot, and Castleton on the boards. Caligari dishes it back out. That'll be a hold on Guger.
That's his foul, 22, B.J. Guger. That's his first. 2-7.
Off the bench is Craig Hudson, and he checks in. Hudson for Devlin. Plenty of Cardinals seeing action. Coach Jones has gone about 10 deep thus far. Gordon guarded by Weld, and he lost the ball. Good defense by Weld. It'll be Castleton ball. This is Fifield. Fifield takes it all the way in, shoots on the run and scores. James Fifield. He has 9 of the Castleton 23. Sims dished it backwards. Nobody was there. Weld picks it up. And 2 Spartan points. Weld has 5 in the game now. It's 52-25 with 11:50 to play in the second half. Guger, Hudson, and Plattsburgh State took a timeout. They have a substitution. Kurt Busch will re-enter the game, and there's a timeout with 11:40 to play in the second half. It's Plattsburgh State 52, Castleton 25. Kurt Busch, number 34. J.J. Gordon, no. Lamont's jumper won't drop. Lamont gets it back. Foul line jumper in. Lamont with 5, and it's 52-27. Crowd thinning out. Good thing we came for this game. I'm out of shape for standing for a whole game. I've got to get into basketball season shape. 3! Guger gets in the scorebook. Number 22, B.J. Guger. Guger hits the 3. Battle on the boards. They'll have a foul there on what looked like it might have been a good block. Yeah, Eric, how you doing? Are you used to standing up a long time like this? Huh? Yeah? Boy, I feel like I'm not ready for the basketball season.
Do you sit down when you teach?
No, I never sit down when I teach, but I'm moving around and, but I sit down after. So 40 minutes at a time I stand up. This is like, I've been standing for 6 hours, it seems. Yeah. Especially this time of night. I'm either in a seated or lying position normally. Nearing the midway point of the second half. 55-28 in my book. Gorman knocked away. Weld guarded by Gordon and off the hands of Manaville. Castleton State, many missed opportunities, either close shots missed and turnovers, steals by Plattsburgh, let me tell you. Kurt Busch. Busch, number 34, from Newcomb, New York, which is part of Section 7 basketball for high school. Guger, high arc and in and out. Gorman on the rebound, wouldn't fall. Battle on the boards, tipped around. The umpire wouldn't buy Weld's plea that it went off Gordon's head. Guger inside to Hudson. He muscles his way for the shot, but it was blocked by the 6'6" Prosowski. Nice ball movement. Plattsburgh and the basket. Hudson cashes in. Excellent ball movement. Plattsburgh State. Hudson with the 2 points and foul on Steve Krosowski. Krosowski resembles my old buddy from Beekmantown Central, Cale Marks, under there. He's that angular, tall, thin, angular body. Looks a lot like Cale Marks, who played for Maceo DuBose at Beekmantown Central. Oh, yes. Three-point play from... I'll tell you who I forgot. From Hudson, 58-28. And technical foul called. Hoosier gets a technical foul for some reason, and the official's not happy with him. Hoosier tries to plead his case, but you don't want to do that with the guy that just gave you a T. You'll get another one. Weld cashes a point in from the foul line. No? Weld?
I did.
Yep. Didn't he make it? No, he didn't make it. He made the second. That's what he did. Made the second of 2. 58-29. Good thing you're watching this game, Eric. Hudson has it, and Andy Ferris is into the game, and number 5, Andy Ferris, and he dishes to number 24, Sean Gorman. Gorman with a 6-pack of points, and it's 60-29. Plattsburgh State. Ferris, but into the hands of Weld. He dishes nicely to Fifield. Fifield with 11, it's 60-31. Ferris left all alone. Dishes for Hoosier. 3-point land, no. Castleton State, Lamont. Underneath. Nothing going Castleton State's way, and bodies all over the place. They'll call Plattsburgh's 34 with a charge. That's Kurt Bush. He had his engines revving on that one. 34, Kurt Bush from Newcomb, New York. No relation to NASCAR's Kurt Busch. We did some checking at halftime. Other than that, their names sound the same.
Yep, we're rusty.
Lamont tried for the basket, and it just rolled right around and said no. 60-32. Well, to open your season, if you're an announcer, you don't want a barn burner on opening night because you're not going to give it your best shot. You are a little rusty on opening night. I don't know if Ducky feels that way about when he does Cardinal hockey. If it takes him a few games to get in sync or not, maybe I can find out. But another foul. Ducky. Does it take you a few games in hockey to get kind of in sync and be comfortable?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Because I feel right out of tune here. But this is a hard game to call. Do you agree with me? Okay, good. I feel better. Yeah, and you compare calling hockey to basketball, I just can't imagine. It'd take me half a season to get in sync. Plattsburgh State's been stuck at 60 for more than a couple minutes. They have maintained that balanced scoring attack. Jura has 7, Devlin 5, 10 for Ostrander. This is Hudson. Hudson doesn't cash in. Bush brings it out. Ferris inside the turnaround. Gorman over the outstretched arm of Brosowski. And Gorman with 4 field goals in the second half, and he has 8 points in the contest. Oh, he should have taken the shot. Too tentative was Beavis. Brosowski on the boards, too hard off the glass. .6:55 remaining in the contest. 62-32. An easy night for Plattsburgh State. Ferris, no. Castleton. Fifield double teamed. Beavis in traffic, got the shot off, and it rolled in. Did the victory lap and dropped. Beavis with 4 points in the contest, 62-34. Plattsburgh State not tested in this one. They played outstanding first half defense, and Castleton low on the point totals, and Plattsburgh State had their offense in sync. They led by 18 at the half. And they've stretched that lead in the second half. Castleton just trotting up the floor. They're playing a little tired, it seems. 62-34, Plattsburgh lead with 5:40 to go. Bush on the breakaway, down the back stretch, and in!
Number 34,
Bush has his first points, and Brosowski on the other side bangs one home. 64-36 with 5:15 to play. Ferris from downtown, new. Ball continues to not drop for the Spartans. Ferris takeaway, and Beavis down the floor, and a block called. Basket will be good. Beavis scores. He has a six-pack. Official Fairchild with the call. It's been a quiet crowd tonight when you have about a 30-point lead. And the only way Bergie's been able to excite the crowd is reach for the free t-shirts. Beavis makes it a 3-point play. And the scoreboard says it's 64-0. So they'll have to fix that. It's 64. And a big basket, Gwendell Blandon. Looks like he's the crowd favorite. He's a sophomore from Harlem, 6'3". 66-0 on the scoreboard. Get a shot of that, Eric. What a Plattsburgh Cardinal game. They lead 66-0. Bush, no, tip underneath. Bush gets it back, muscles it in, fall away, it goes. Bush with second effort. Now they fix the score. It's 68-39. 3.5 to play. This may get real sloppy in the final 3.5. Bush gets it back. Was going to shoot on the run into Blandon. Blocked by that huge 6'6" Brosowski. I'm gonna check the records and see who that might be a false name or something. Boy, he looks familiar. 68-39, 3:27 and counting. Nice shot from Hall.
Number 30, Jason Hall.
Hall with 6 points. This is Ferris. He threw that one up from the deep corner. He was almost off campus for that three-pointer. A couple of threes for Gouger, 71-41. Krosowski on the outside, he dishes to Tebow. Tebow, Bush with the rebound. Krosowski right there. Gouger finds Hudson open, baseline jumper, nope. Rebound, inside, big one, Blandon, the crowd favorite, I'll tell you that. Knocked around, Tebow controls and a foul call. Plattsburgh 73, Castleton 41, 2:15 to play. Berge electrifying the crowd.
Plattsburgh, number 4, Todd Devlin, for Castleton State, number 40.
I think Berge's, I think this might be, I'm taking a guess, I think this is Coach Stu Robinson's son. That's what I think. He gets a kiss. Berge kisses. Gets a kiss. Nice play on the other end. Plattsburgh State. Todd Devlin. Devlin with 7. 75-41. They'll call Ferris for a foul. Of course, you see a Ferris at Plattsburgh State, you think of Joey Ferris of Cardinal hockey fame. Tebow makes the first, his first point of the game and his second.
Your attention, please. We have the winner of the 50-50 raffle.
Gouger guarded by Tebow. Gouger, Devlin. Devlin goes baseline. Tried to jam it in. Wouldn't go. Battle for the ball. Just a minute 40 to play.
0-0-7.
Ferris inside to Blandon, and he will go to the foul line. He was knocked down by Manaville. Quindell Blandon will go to the line. Blandon sat out last season. He played basketball and football at Manhattan Center High School, and his basketball team will reach the league playoffs his junior and senior year. Quindell E. Blandon. He's a communications major. The final minute 20 of this encounter. Tebow puts it in. Ori Tebow, he's been a hard worker today. 75-45.
Number 609-049. 609.
And Blandon gets another two off the bench and 6 points for number 14, Blandon, and Benjamin waving the balloons.
860-609.
Tebow all the way no. Hudson with the rebound. Final 45 seconds of the Pepsi Cardinal Classic.
107.
Gouger. Hudson with the bound. Keeps the handle. blocked by Posowski.
609-101. 609-101.
Final 21 seconds. Three from Vadnais. We'll recap the scoring right after this one, but a big win for the Cardinals in their opener. And that's it. The Plattsburgh State Cardinal men's basketball team opens with a win, 77-48 over Castleton State, and they start their season off in a big fashion. Plenty of offense and outstanding defense. Excellent job on the boards.
609-028.
Castleton State was led by Fifield with 11 points. Weld had 6, 5 for Vadnais. Beavis had 7, 2 for Posowski, 6 for Hall, Tebow with 4, and Lamont with 6. For Plattsburgh State, Jura finishes with 7 points, Devlin with 7, Blandon off the bench with 6, Ostrander finishes at 10, Sims picked up a foul shot in the first half, Gouger a couple of 3-pointers to finish at 6, Tucker finishes with 9 points, 8 for Gorman, 4 for Bush, 3 for Hudson, Gutzman finishes with 10, and Hubbard finishes at 6, a well-rounded victory for Plattsburgh State. Congratulations to Coach Ed Jones and his assistants Stu Robinson and Rob Roy. Thanks to Eric Gagnon for his work on camera. And this is Foxy Gagnon on behalf of everyone at North Country Cable Network saying final score, Plattsburgh State 77 and Castleton State 48. Good night, North Country.